Welcome to Vintage Weights PGH. I'm here with Flo, who's come all the way from Germany to be here at Home Gym Con with ATX. What I want to get into here is the history of ATX, because some good friends of mine like Gluck at Gluck's Gym are doing plenty of review videos throughout this amazing booth that he has. But the difference with this video, and the reason you should stick around, is that you're going to hear the history of the company. So Flo, you said last night at dinner that the company's about 30 years old. So how did it start? What's the beginning?
So our founder Martin founded the company in 1985. He used to be like a welder in the underground mining in Germany.
Oh, wow.
And was always extremely passionate about bodybuilding and went on stage on his own. And then he he founded his first gym, like a commercial gym. And that didn't went out well, but he was always welding his own machines.
Okay.
And at some stage, his wife said, well, maybe forget the commercial gym, he should maybe do more with the equipment. And then he started welding all the equipment and started selling it to German gyms.
Okay.
And then at some stage, he went more into the home gym area. Because there was one company in Germany who did like tiny stuff, which was like, tiny pose and everything. It was quite small. And he said, I want to train at home like a pro in the commercial gym. So I don't want to make any compromises. And then he created this brand. We had different brands in the beginning, but then focused over the last years on ATX itself. And that's how we grow there.
It's very similar to a lot of the stories of American companies that I know very well, where it's someone who was welding things maybe for themselves or maybe for friends, and then gets that little nudge, that inspiration and encouragement from a family member to start selling.
Yeah, exactly.
And go into business.
Exactly, yeah. From the passion to business. And once you're able to switch that from passion, hobby to business, then you don't have a job anymore. It's just it's just your life.
Exactly, and both of those things come together. Yeah. So then a lot of people who I would guess have probably come to your booth and maybe looked at some of your newer items and things like that, but I'm the opposite. I'm curious about what are some of the oldest things that you can think of that you still sell, that are still just regular pieces of equipment, regular things that ATX is just constantly selling?
It all started with some power racks, obviously.
Okay.
Because, for posts and some uprights, happy days. One product I would like to highlight here are our Delta dumbbells, which it's a mix out of a dumbbell and a kettlebell. Has a lot of cool features.
Could I grab one of those?
Yeah, of course.
Here, I'll bring it over.
These are the Delta dumbbells, and you can see already in the design that they are a bit older.
Yeah.
So we launched them, I think it was at FIBO 2010 or 2011.
Okay, yeah.
I love them, personally. It has rotating grips.
When I just grabbed it off the rack there, I didn't expect for this to turn. So I picked it up, and this turns.
Yeah, it's amazing when you do like flies on a flat bench because of the swing of the Delta shape. It has a foam pulser here that you can also snatch it like a kettlebell.
Okay, so
exactly. Or when you do lateral
raises.
So if
you're flipping around.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
and I love biceps goes. And this is honestly, this is not a product which is a top seller. But it's so much passion behind that, and we still love this idea.
Sure.
Then we always bring it and said, we have to give it another crack. At some stage, it will go through.
And they're the Delta dumbbells.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting. I'll put a direct link for these. Are they on your website?
They are.
Okay. I'll put a direct link for these in the description of the video. So if you're watching and you want to see these and see a little more information about them, you can go in the description of the video and go directly there. Yeah, that's very cool. So then the next thing I wanted to ask about is right here. Thank you, sir. You and your entire crew laughed a little bit when you won the Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
So, last night at dinner, there was an awards ceremony, and ATX won Rookie of the Year. Now, the laughter was at the word rookie, as if this is a new company, because as he just explained the history of, it's been around for decades. But this is your first time at Home Gym Con.
It is.
And out of all of the first-time vendors, they more than doubled in terms of how many companies are here this year. So to be chosen as Rookie of the Year,
it's amazing.
That's a pretty
I called our founder this morning and sent him a picture of us with the prize, and I said, I'm 60-something years old now. That I will become a rookie again. I've never expected that. He loved it. He loved it.
So that's great that he enjoyed it. And yeah, I hope you can take this home and put it somewhere at
Special space in our headquarters.
at the headquarters. Absolutely.
We'll send some pictures there.
So then, this is the very first time that ATX has been here in the United States as a company, right?
Yes.
I'm sure some of your employees have traveled, things like that, but on a work trip. So what's it been like? Because this is not the usual city to come to. French Lick is a small town in the middle of nowhere.
You always expect, so when we launch and when we go the first time, we will choose a city, a big city, which everybody in Europe knows, and then you're somehow in the middle of nowhere. But a beautiful resort here, amazing. It's we love it. We love it. We love the big cars. We love the cool atmosphere, the vibe here. The food is a bit heavy sometimes.
Oh yes,
I have to say.
The restaurants here at the resort, it's hard to eat healthy.
Yeah,
I would say.
Yeah.
I look at the menu and I think, oh boy, this is going to have to be a treat more than a healthy meal.
100%.
Yeah, so very heavy.
Yeah.
And,
So no, we love it.
But I was talking with Jake, who organized Home Gym Con, about ATX and about you, and he made a good point that coming from the airport, you do drive through the countryside. You get to see a little bit of Indiana and see what the geography, what the countryside looks like. So you get a little sense of that, which is nice.
Oh, we had good weather on the plane, so we looked down and saw some of the hills and everything.
Where is ATX located in Germany?
It is in Wassenberg, which is close to Cologne.
Okay.
So yeah.
When I was in the military, I was in the U.S. military for 21 years. And unfortunately, I'd only spent one day at a time in Germany, but many days because we were constantly stopping for a day on the way somewhere else.
Oh, yeah.
So, I never got
It was a Rammstein, probably the base. Yeah.
Ramstein, Gaunerkirchen, and never got to tour around. Just constantly one day.
Hey,
So,
you should come.
I bring it up because I hope that even though you're busy here at Home Gym Con, I hope that you get to tour around a little bit, look around a little bit outside while
Maybe
you're
you should
here.
come to FIBO next year maybe and then visit us at our headquarters.
I would love that. I would love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate your time.
Thank you.